Good morning, Card Beauty. It's RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Have here a card from 2004, Upper Deck SP Legendary Cuts. It is obviously a relic card with a jersey stripe in it. It's back when they actually used game-worn jersey pieces in their product, so that's kind of cool. Another relic I want to show off real quick since it's a theme of relics at the moment. This year's, or last year's, 2022 35th anniversary insert bat relic. This is the black version, numbered to 199. Here, it is simply game-used memorabilia. It might not even be Mike Schmidt game-used because it says the relic contains, it's not from any specific game, event, or season. So they just know it's a bat used in a game. Maybe it's Mike's, I don't know. But oh, how the standards have changed over the years. There's only so many bats used by Mike Schmidt in existence, and they keep buying them and chopping them up. So what are you going to do? Odd thing about this card is I bought it off the Bay, and I'm doing a bad job of record keeping because I bought a second one. Very disappointed when I found out I already had this card. I have to do better at logging these things on the tradingcarddatabase.com because that's my go-to when I want to buy something. Anyway, my absent-mindedness, my error is to your benefit because that's going to be our trivia question prize when we get to it. Today's random baseball item of the day. Father's Day was not too long ago, and the kiddies did what they always do, is get me something ridiculously baseball-oriented for Father's Day. Have here a plush pennant. And it's like a little pillow shaped like a pennant. It's just got Phillies on it, that's all. But hey, the kiddies got it. It's Phillies related, so I'll find a nice little cool place to hang this on a shelf. Okay, as my random baseball item of the day. All right, so today's trivia question. Obviously that prize is that awesome serial numbered bat relic of Mr. Schmidt. So, Mike Schmidt is a member of the 500 Home Run Club. There are several of those members now. Which member of the 500 Home Run Club has the highest batting average for a career? I know that Mike, let's see if I can't find this on the back of one of the cards that I have lying around here, but he was not a particularly awesome hitter. Despite what you might think, the man really didn't have a stellar career from a statistical standpoint when it comes to his career record. I mean, I found a card finally. Yeah, his career batting average, Mike Schmidt, is 267. I promise you, he is not the answer to the question. So, but who is? Who has the highest career batting average for any member of the 500 Home Run Club? Email me the correct answer. I will include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question. You will have today and tomorrow to answer, and we will pick a winner on Sunday, all right? Good luck to that. Today, it is July the 3rd, so I want to take a moment today to go over my annual goals and give you an update, a status report. Where am I today in achieving my goals? So, I had 3 collecting goals this year, 3 main collecting goals. We all set goals, but we always, most of us typically meet our goals, but we also collect 1,000 things outside of our goals. We just focus on these particular things. My collecting goals were threefold this year. It was to add to 3 sets I'm working on. 2 of them are PSA set registers. The other is just a really cool set I'm trying to complete. So the first goal had to do with this set right here. It is the 1982 Topps Kmart 20th anniversary set. This is the first modern day boxed set, 44 cards, and it highlighted all of the MVP award winners from 1962 through 1981. And that's what's in that box set. And I am trying to put together a PSA set registry of the complete set. Would love to have it in Gem Mint 10, but it's become obvious that's probably not going to happen, and I'll get into that in a little bit. So my goal here is a PSA 10 Mickey Mantle card from that set. My goal was to get, let me put it this way, at the end of last year, I had 15 of these cards. My goal was to get another 11. I wanted to get enough so that I could complete the whole thing in 4 years. I've done a lot better than that. I am up to 29 now, which means I have collected another 14 of the cards. I'm not going to show them all, but most of them were 10. One thing I did do was I submitted 5 cards that I didn't have yet to PSA on my own. I use a broker middleman to send the cards to. I sent in 5 to PSA to get them graded, and my box, which I thought was in pretty good condition, obviously was not, because 4 out of the 5 came back as PSA 8s. The other one was a 7. But I found out in some research on the pop reports that these cards, one of them, I think there was a total of like less than 10 ever graded. So the problem is not that, grading is tough to get a 10. It's that there's just not a lot of them out there, mostly because some of your MVPs are little known players. Zoilo Versalles of the Twins was the MVP one year. Ken Boyer, Elston Howard. Not that they're not big names. They were stars at one time, but in the collecting world, these people really don't generate a lot of interest. So no one's going around slabbing their cards, and certainly nobody thought to slab this set. It's a dollar set. If you buy it at a yard sale somewhere, they made billions of this set, so nobody wasted their time grading the cards, except some nut job like me who loves sets and is a very big fan of this particular set because of the legendary nature of it. As far as I'm concerned, it was the first, box set direct to boxes and to Kmart in the modern era. So I got this card in a PSA 10. Most of the others are PSA 10s except for those other 4 cards I just mentioned. So I will continue on that. I have added 14, like I said. It is my goal before the end of this year to add another 5, and that will probably be another submission of 5 to PSA, 5 more of the cards that are impossible to find in any condition. So that's likely what I will do in the near future, and at the end of this year, I'll let you know where I stand. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm going to get those 5 cards and stop unless I see a PSA 10 I needed on the bay that's inexpensive. So my goal was 15. My goal was 11, I should say. I have acquired 14, and I'm going to go for another 5. That will give me 34 total cards, leaving me 10 more for next year as my goal to complete this PSA run. So there you have, that's the update of my Kmart set. The second set I'm working on, PSA set registry, was the all-time greatest Phillies. There are 34 cards in that set, and what I was able to pick up, I went to the Phillies show back in March this year, and I picked up 2 of the cards I was looking for. The older of the Hall of Fame rookie cards, 2 of the older ones. The first is, let me do it this way. This is the 1949 Bowman Robin Roberts rookie. Got a good 2. I picked this up raw at the show, which I'm trying to do now with some of the bigger name cards, get them raw and send them into PSA to get slabbed. The other one, Chuck Klein, 1933 Gaudy. I doubt highly that this is Chuck Klein's actual rookie card. This likely is Robin Roberts' rookie card. The 49 Bowman, his first year was 48. The Chuck Klein, 33, he's in the middle of his career, winding down his career almost. So there were dozens of cards before this that were manufactured with his image on it, but I think this is the first card in a major nationwide release. Was a 33 Gaudy featuring Chuck Klein. That's why the PSA set registry has that. It's listed as being marked because you can see it had this pencil and added and erased. So it got a 2 with an MK mark qualifier. But hey, again, it's part of my set now. it makes the qualifications for the register. And I'm trying to complete the PSA set registry of the all-time greatest Phillies. So those guys fit right in. Lastly, the final of the 3 sets I'm working on for my goals is the 1909 E95 Philadelphia Caramels. There are these players in that set. It's only 25 cards, so I figured I'd give it a shot, see if I can't pick them all up. I started with 6 this year, all right? My goal was to get 5 more, but I think I'm going to increase that goal so that I'm going to try and get 6 more. So after 2 years, I'll have 12 of the 25, essentially half. And I got 3 so far this year. I need 3 more in my mind. This is the Cy Morgan card, a good 2 for that A's pitcher, Cy Morgan. And the issue is going to be, as they go a little further, some of the bigger names. There's Wagner at the top, Cobb is in there, Christy Mathewson, Eddie Collins, Eddie Plank is in this set. I mean, there's a lot of big name Hall of Famers in this. I do have a couple of the Hall of Famers already. I'm going to show you 2 more I picked up. So this is one of the 3 that I picked up this year. The other 2 are Hall of Famers. One of them I showed off when I got it a couple months ago. Eddie Collins. I am stoked to have this card. Eddie Collins is one of the bigger name Hall of Famers. Had an amazing career with the starting with the Philadelphia Athletics, moving on to the Chicago White Sox. He's won multiple World Series. A high-standing member on the 3,000 Hit Club. Just an all-around great in the baseball world. And I'm stoked to have this 1909 E95 Caramel card of Eddie Collins. Another one I just recently picked up, there's a couple more that I can go through, is a minor Hall of Famer, a forgotten Hall of Famer, so the card price isn't that crazy. It's an SGC 1.5, Vic Willis. Vic Willis was a Hall of Fame pitcher. He got in the Hall of Fame. The reason I know a lot about him is because he was elected the same year Mike Schmidt was elected to the Hall of Fame. That would have been 1995. And Vic Willis played for the Pirates back in the early days, from the early 1900s. So he was part of the Pirates team that appeared in the World Series in 1903, but lost to the Red Sox. But he was also on the 1909 team that beat Ty Cobb for the 3rd year in a row. The Tigers were in the World Series in 07, 08, and 09 and lost all 3. Wagner and the Pirates, along with Vic Willis, were their opponents in 1909. So this is a cool card from 1909. Hall of Famer Vic Willis. Same year they won a World Series. So there you have it. That is essentially my update on my goals list. I would love to see if anybody else is posting updates, being that that's the halfway mark. Appreciate y'all checking in. Please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really appreciate your support as I try my best to support everybody else in this great card community. I'll have more to show on Wednesday. A lot of cool things, like I said, popping up for me the past few weeks. I've been trying to save it so I can share it with you. I've been chomping at the bit to show some of this stuff. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Hope to see you again soon. Come back on Wednesday. We got more great prizes and trivia to give away. So thanks for watching. Take care.